Welcome all those who have showed interest in the new designation of King Sejong Institute. King Sejong Institute Foundation, a public institution under the Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism, promotes the designation of a new King Sejong Institute every year to spread the Korean language and culture abroad. We will now find out about the designation of a new King Sejong Institute in 2023. First, please allow me to explain about the direction and screening method to be implemented in the new designation of King Sejong Institute. Every year, a new King Sejong Institute is designated in areas where there is a high demand for learning Korean language and culture. As a matter of fact, in 2023, we plan to designate additional areas where demand for Korean language and Korean culture can be expanded, considering the regions without King Sejong Institutes and the presence of online environment of countries. We started to receive applications starting in November and will continue to receive them until January next year. We will then review them from March to May before announcing the final results in June 2023. In December, during the period of application, our foundation will provide information sessions and opportunities for consultations in order to help institutions that are preparing to apply. The screening for the designation of King Sejong Institute will be preceded with document screening at Stage 1, on-site inspection at Stage 2, final evaluation at Stage 3. For a fair and objective screening for the new designation of King Sejong Institute, the Sejong Institute Designation Review Committee, which consists of experts from related agencies, will review an applying agency's performance ability, educational capacity, and location. Next, let's take a look at the types of applications and requirements in applying for King Sejong Institute. Applications for King Sejong Institute are categorized into those for the independent type or the associated type. Independent type refers to an institute operated solely by a local operating institute, and King Sejong Institute Support Fund execution and settlements are handled by the local operating institute. Associated type refers to an institute operated through collaboration between a Korean operating institute, such as universities or nonprofit organizations in Korea, and a local operating institute. With the associated type, the role of making settlements with the support fund is assigned to the operating institute in Korea, and a local operating institute receives funds from the operating institute in Korea and executes transactions. Now, let's take a look at the requirements that an applicant will need to meet in order to prepare for applying for the King Sejong Institute. A subject of establishment should be an institution that operates or intends to operate a Korean language education institution for the purpose of public interest, such as a government agency, university or university-affiliated institution, nonprofit corporation, or private organization. No individual or profit-oriented private institutes can apply for King Sejong Institute. If the local operating institute is a nonprofit organization or a private organization, the CEO and executives of the organization must all reside in the corresponding country. Next, in order to operate King Sejong Institute, 2 classrooms must be provided to accommodate at least 10 students so that Korean and Korean culture classes can be held. Also, there should be an administrative space for the administrative affairs of King Sejong Institute and for faculty to prepare for lectures. The materials room of King Sejong Institute are available for public use depending on the circumstances of the local institution. The staff of King Sejong Institute consists of the director, teachers, and operation personnel. As one who oversees the direction and operation of King Sejong Institute, the director should be in a position where he or she can represent the operating institute of King Sejong Institute. As for Korean language teachers of King Sejong Institute, he or she should meet one or more of the following requirements. 1. The person should have a Korean language teaching certificate. 2. Has completed a Korean language teacher training course. 3. Has a bachelor's degree or higher and has at least 1 year of experience in Korean language teaching. Although it's important to recruit teachers who meet these requirements first, if this is difficult due to local circumstances, please fill out the online application form for the dispatch of Korean language teachers of the King Sejong Institute Foundation. Recruiting operation personnel to be in charge of administrative affairs at King Sejong Institute is also an important requirement. Since the administrative work of King Sejong Institute is executed in Korean, please secure at least 1 Korean or Korean-speaking operation staff member. Since the director, teachers, and operation personnel of King Sejong Institute work on site, so they should be hired after checking whether they have a proper visa to work there legally. Furthermore, all teaching staff and operating staff must be able to sign a legal employment contract with a local operating institute. If an institute is designated as a King Sejong Institute for the first time, it must undergo a trial operation period of 6 months, and during this period, it must plan and operate at least 2 elementary or intermediate courses for approximately 15 weeks. Once an institute is designated as a King Sejong Institute, the foundation provides funding to support the institute's operation. In regards to funding, it is critical that a dedicated account be opened with the account holder set as the operating institute to receive King Sejong Institute funding for managing financial transactions. Therefore, make sure to submit the details of such an account when making an application. Now, let's see which documents should be prepared by an institution for a King Sejong Institute. Mandatory documents that must be submitted by all applicants are the implementation pledge to fulfill the contract for the consignment of the King Sejong Institute, a business license, or an official institution certificate of the institution. In the case of an associated type application, additional MOUs from both domestic and local institutes should be submitted. In addition, if the applicant is a nonprofit organization, the Articles of Association and list of registered directors should also be submitted to verify the year of establishment, purpose of establishment, etc. All documents to be submitted must be uploaded as an attachment to the online application system for designation of new King Sejong Institute, and any documents in a foreign language must include a notarization of the original and notarization of a translated copy Korean, as well as an apostille confirmation or consulate confirmation. If designated as King Sejong Institute, the King Sejong Institute Foundation will provide various support, including operating basic education courses, dispatching Korean language teachers, and running Korean culture education programs, etc.